mine's gonna be in this video. I finally feel well enough to actually do a video because I do have COVID, but yeah, anyway. I'll keep going. We're gonna do a Reborn video. So yeah, they're kind of be like roleplay. I kind of like roleplay. I might talk to you as in like your person, or might just watch me. I don't know. I don't think I'll do a roleplay. I think I'll just do it at what I'll do with my Reborn, and I'm pretending she's a real baby, but obviously she's not. So yeah. So we're gonna go get her. We're gonna go get her. Here she is. She's sleeping in here. We're using my mom's room because my room is very messy. Yeah, very messy. Like it really is too messy. Anyway, my hair is very knotty. I need to brush it. Here she is. She spattered me out. Nice. I'm gonna take her onto the bed. Ugh. Obviously, I'm not going to hold a real baby. I can, but obviously I'd be more careful with a real baby. But I'm still careful with her. Oh my, wow, I'm so confusing. Okay, so I've set down this little snowflake pink blanket. I'll show you. Let's set it down in here. Like I've got this snowflake pink blanket. It's quite big, and obviously she can lie on the bed. There's nothing stopping her. It's not like. But I'm putting her on here just because it's nice and smooth, and because why not? So I'm gonna get some of the toys. Because she's sleeping in here tonight. By the way, guys, I'm pretending this is my room, but it's definitely not my room. So I'm just pretending it's my room. Because she's sleeping in my room tonight, not the baby's room, or definitely not in here either. So I'm just going to pretend this is my room. Yeah, she's sleeping in here tonight. So she's got her teddy she sleeps with, and this extra Peppa Pig teddy. And then in the ensuite, so bright. Literally, it's like a hotel light. It's really white and not kind of yellowy. It's in. So I don't know where to put this camera. So we've got like a food set up. So we've got the little audio tissue with colours on, but I pretend I do like flavours. Here are the flavours of like for the drinks. That's very loud because it's quite echoey in there. The stirrer. It's actually Baby Life, but yeah, no. And then here, two kind of measuring cups, because like I was trying to fish like the little tissue things out with my finger, but I poured them in here and then poured in just because you know, and then I just kind of cupped. That's it. And we've got this little bowl, and I actually don't have a spoon. I should go get one out. We shouldn't really use a bowl. And then we've got a bottle. She had a drink out of it. She had a strawberry juice. And then this water bottle, because I find it easier to do it in the tap. So I fill this water bottle up. I'm going to fill it up now. This is definitely not real drinkable water. So we're going to screw the lid on. Now it's full, and then I'll just pour it in. And I just find it easier than going all the way to a tap, because normally I'm in the baby's room. So we've got all that. Let's put it up here neatly. So we're gonna see. I put her somewhere. She's not rolling around yet. She can't really roll around yet. That's why you probably like you left your baby on the bed. She doesn't really roll around yet. So I don't really give them ages because then. So she's on here right now, and so she's got a coat on right now, but that's because she's in a vest. Oh, no, drop her. She's got this little kitty vest on, and it sounds like it's a kitty vest on, and these little sheep leggings. So that's why she's got a coat on. But it's obviously because she's a baby. It's a comfy coat. It's like one of those all-in-one coats. But then because my sister's having a baby, when it's born, obviously I'm not gonna put it in videos, because you know, it's a baby, it doesn't have the choice. But I will show you like the real, because obviously the stuff that I use, like these clothes and these, and is real stuff. And like the Mosey's basket is real, her bed and everything is real. But we're going to actually taking away all my like play stuff, other than my real Reborn stuff, and we're turning it into a real nursery. And no, I'll do videos with the baby, but obviously, but you'll probably only see the back of the head, not the face, because I don't think real babies should be in videos, because they don't have the choice if they want to be on social media or stuff like that. So yeah, if it's a real baby, I would never put it on social media. So basically, we're just gonna chill here for a bit. Barbie is actually on the TV. She was on my lap watching Barbie, but watching some TikTok, and she was getting a bit fidgety. But I left it on for her, and she just listened to it. It was getting quite annoying. But she's kind of learning how to start to roll over. Then I'll definitely have to be more careful with her on the bed. So I'm gonna get a better angle. Ready? Might put this on in the background after when she's trying to watch the TV. So she can kind of sit, she can sit up on my lap now. Before she'd kind of flop and she can kind of, if I just gently hold her back, she can sit up, but her head kind of just rolls back, so I have to support her head and her back somehow, however I want to. I have to hold her head and her back. And she's not gonna lie down. She got her belly. It's not going out. There we go. I know my hair looks very messy. That's because it is. I have not brushed it in like 3 days. I know. Don't come at me. Don't come at me. It's very extremely messy. Yeah. It's like it'll probably kill me to brush it. But she's got a little Peppa Pig. It used to have a sound, but it doesn't have a sound anymore. A little fairy wings, and then this look kind of like a rattle in a teddy. The teddy blankets, but with a rattle. It's really cute. Most of the stuff from when I was a baby, and I know what I did was I first got Lily. Here's a story just about I'm going to tell you the story of how I became into Reborn. I seen Reborns, and I always wanted to have one. I actually saw them on Kelly Maple, where I used to watch the Baby Lives, and I had Baby Lives, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. I want Baby Lives. So then I collected about 26 or 20 Baby Lives, around that number. And I was like, and then I saw she did Reborns. I was like, what are these Reborns? Oh, I want these. But then my mom was like, but you know, we're not really toys for little children, Abby. You can't have one, and they're really expensive. And Abby, you can't just like throw them around and put them in the bath. And I was like, oh please. And she was like, no. And then my dad got me Lily, and she's not a real Reborn. She's still quite realistic, but she's not a proper real Reborn though. She's not. But she's still a little bit expensive, and not, and then, yeah, I got just about 5 real baby outfits, but because she was smaller than a real Reborn, she only fit in like the early stages when babies have come too early. And by the way, if you think in any way I'm trying to like show off because I have so many Reborns, I'm not. I'm trying to show off. Because but basically the difference between this Reborn and a Lily, but basically they both got soft bellies. These babies are as heavy as like kind of around when babies are born. Sometimes a bit heavier or lighter, depends obviously, but they're quite heavy. These ones are a lot more realistic, like a lot. And these babies, like, their fingers, like so, Lily's fingers can kind of bend, if you get what I mean. Like hers fingers cannot. Her eyelashes and the eyes, everything is more detailed. And she's and Lily is for her body, whereas it's all like kind of like the fabric stuff is beans, like kind of little beans. These are not. And there's a few other things, but and then anyway, and then there came like 8, and my dad, and because I'm like I actually took care of my baby. Like I'm not like I wasn't like I wasn't so careful, but you know what I mean. But like, and then my dad was like, okay, I didn't know this. He got me Sophie. Here she is. When I was like 8 for Christmas, for my birthday, he hid behind the curtain, and then I was like, wow. I was a lot more enthusiastic than that. And then she would just like stare, and I took, and my dad, and I showed my mom and my dad that I took really good care of her, and I would take her, and I'd seatbelt her up in the car, and I'd carefully change her for them. And then I got about 20 pairs of clothes, and I was like, okay. And then when I came to 9, or like, no, it was just after I turned. For the Christmas, I kept on looking at Reborns, and I want one of the, I still wouldn't, I want, if I say I want, I mean I would like, but I would really love one of those Reborns where they have the full bodies, like the actual bellies and the backs. I would love one of those, but I know they're like £1,000. These ones are about 150 to 200. The ones with like kind of fabric bellies are around 100 to £300, but it depends like what person or people you get them from and stuff like that. And she was around 150 to £200, 150 definitely, 150 or 100. Around 100 and 150 were older Reborns, other than Lily. Lily was about £50, so not as much, but and then I was like, Mom, can I have one for Christmas? Because I kept on looking at all of them, and I saw these 2 twins, one boy, one girl. And I was like, oh, I'd really like these twins. And Mum was like, you can't have like around £300 to £400 for your birthday, for Christmas, because then you'd have nothing else, plus that's over. That's a lot of money, Abby. I was like, okay. And I was like, okay. And I was like, what about one? And then I had one for my birthday next year. That would be. And she was like, okay. So then she said maybe. So then for my 8, when I was 8 still, on Christmas, I got Ruby. And then I still wanted a boy, and then I got more clothes. I got about 50 pairs of girl clothes. And then for that same Christmas, I got no, I didn't get Ruby that year. My mum was like, no, because you still need to see how good I take care of these. Because then, that Christmas, I got the real Moses basket and real car seat. And to see how well I look after them in those. And then I turned 9, and I got Jacob. So I just had Sophie. Forget what I just said before about Ruby. On my 9th birthday, I got Jacob. And then I got about 20 pairs of boy clothes. Not that much, actually. I couldn't find that many cute boy clothes, like for like quite a newborn. So I got about 10 pairs of boy clothes, and then some unisex ones, which, if you don't know what that means, it means for boys and girls. So sometimes before you know the gender of a baby, you will buy unisex clothes. Anyway, and then I got Jacob, and I'd like take him to school in the car seat and everything. And Mum was like, okay. And she's like, you have a lot. And then for that Christmas, I got Ruby. And now here I am. Still want one of the full bodies, but I think I'll get one of those. I definitely can't have one this year. I probably would have to save up with my own money as well, because they're around £1,000, the ones with the proper bodies. Because like here, if you can see, from her neck, she goes all not foamy, and then just before her arm, she goes all like that, and same with her legs, which I don't mind. But I'd probably get one of those when I'm older if I still want them, because they're actually not for children, but you can have them. But I recommend if you want a reborn, you have to be quite mature, and you can't just. They are quite heavy. You can't just. I'm not going to do it with her, but I'm going to use it with it. You should hold it kind of like a real baby. Like, you don't have to hold it exactly like a real baby. You can hold it kind of however you want. Here's what not to do. I'm going to use it with Pepper. Sorry, Pepper. You don't like kind of, the thing is, I accidentally scratched one with my nail, and the white, kind of the mark's still there, but I haven't tried completely getting it away. But if you accidentally scratch it, if you go like on accident, it stays there. Don't just like, if you want to throw them in the air and catch them I recommend try it over a bed, in the middle of a bed, where if you drop it, it's most likely going to be fine, but you still shouldn't drop it. Like where, oh no, you accidentally dropped it, but it's still on there. Don't bend their legs, because their legs can bend, but don't bend their legs or their arms like that. I know, obviously I'm using Pepper, but don't really be that young. You shouldn't really be that young. And I also recommend getting the first 0. The highest like age of closest you get is 0 to 3 months. Either first, if you want the ones like Lily, you can, when you go into Argos, you look at the catalogue, and they're kind of realistic. They're about £50, pound, dollars. I don't know how much in dollars. They're about £50. What was I gonna say now? They need first. The thing is with Lily, she doesn't fit in my 0 to 3 months. You need firstborn, and the firstborns are very hard to get. She does fit in my 0 to 3 months a little bit, but she's still cute in her own clothes. But anyway, with the real baby ones, again, don't like. What was I gonna say? Yeah, don't throw them in the air, and don't throw them really high. Don't throw them high, even if you can do it, just because you shouldn't. Don't, when you're in the air, I know if sometimes a baby likes or teddies do that, flip them. Don't do that. Don't pick them up by one arm and go, or by one leg, or by their head. Don't pick them up by anywhere. These are the correct ways you should pick your baby up. I just did it. Okay. So when you you go to get both your hands over the back, and your thumbs are on the sides like this. And then thumbs are on the side, and then just pick up, and then where you want to put them. Or I guess you could go onto the butt with your leg here, and then with your head. I'm not going to show every possible way because there's probably loads, but you can go head with your hand, just lower back, and your head here, your head here. No. Or you could, and I just kind of do that. I think the easiest way is just to go get your hands under by the sides. I think it's quite easy, but obviously I can't do every possible way in the world. Definitely don't. But if you're putting them down somewhere on a hard floor or on harder carpet or onto a wooden cot you might have or something, do it really gently. Even when you're on a bed or you're putting them into anywhere soft, still. Their heads, I'm not going to show it, but their heads can be quite floppy. I'm not going to flop it around, but their heads can be quite floppy. So like when you pick it up, you might notice your head just flops to the front or something. Don't mess with it. It is normal. And this has turned into from what do I do with my baby to how I got my reborns and stuff. Wow. Lily, she comes in a car seat. I'll go get Lily actually. It'll just be a lot easier. 1 second. Her toy dropped out. Didn't know if you. 1 sec. Didn't know if you could serve me and said her toy dropped out. So because one Moses basket is a lot. It just about fits 2 dolls. So she sleeps in here. One sleeps in the real car seat. 2 sleep in the Moses basket. She sleeps in. Lily sleeps in here. This is what. Let me just take this out a sec. Lily is in her original clothing and in her car seat. A few things have been piled on top of here, and she comes with this. Okay, so basically, this is the car seat. Bear in mind, I've had this for I don't know how long. Well, I'll check in a minute. It still works, but like some corners are flappy and the tape's coming off, and it's like. But obviously, can I? Let me just say, a few things have been piled on top of it. Not just paper, like some quite heavy things have been piled on top of it. And basically, let me just move Lily out, Sophie out of the way. Lily, the brand of hers. Just look. I know. There's a word Alfie on there. The brand is Tiny Treasures. I'll just say it again. Tiny Treasures. Or I'll try to find her birth certificate, because Sophie, the proper Reborn, come with birth certificates, and I'll check what brand she's from. So you have a little strap here, a little buckle thing. And you just unclip that. How you put them in is one strap in there and another strap in there. It might seem like it's a bit tight, but you can. I'm pretty sure you can adjust it. I'm most certainly sure you can adjust it. Yes. I don't know if you've seen these, but in some cars you have a smaller middle seat. These can fit in there. So, and then when you pick Lily up, she's a lot lighter. I'm still careful with her. But like this is what the car seat looks like now after something's been onto it. But it still works completely fine, and it still looks quite good. It looks alright. But like I said, things have been piled on top. It's got a bit huge because I'm a rabbit. So this is her outfit. This exact outfit. Everything she's wearing, she came in, including this little wristband. I'll show you that in a minute. So here, it's like a little overalls here. Comes in the back strap, and it's got a little pocket, and you can, and without not hurting the doll, but like breaking it or damaging it, if you lie her down or something, you can squeeze the hands in the pockets, which I find adorable. And if you might have seen this, her finger is chewed. My rabbit chewed her. I'm so pleased. No, I got so angry, but I mean, same on her ear. That never normally happens. It's just my rabbit. She chewed it. And it comes with this little hat. It's kind of like... And you can get boy ones too. You can get black ones. And I think they're all so cute. Like I said, I'll just show you her hand. She's still quite deep. Just ignore that bite. You can't tell as much on camera, but she's still very detailed. And like her face. Her eyes actually, like when you lie her down, she's like one of those dolls where her eyes close. She didn't come with a dummy or anything. And then under her, she's got this long sleeves. And then her hair, I love. You can fit small clips, some smaller headbands, and you should quite brush it because it can get quite messy. You can style her into a boy too if you have boy clothes that fit her, or unisex clothes that fit her. Then you can turn her into a boy. If you you don't always need a brush to do it. And you can kind of style her hair and put tiny little pigtails in. And you kind of style her hair. So like, she didn't obviously look like a boy completely, but I love her hair. It's some to the side and some to this side, I think. I know I grabbed her by the face. But on the wrist, they come... My voice went really funny. They come with this little wristband. And I've had it, and then you can write, it says name, and then her name is Lily, and then her dob, which stands for date of birth. I got her on the 17th of February 2018, when I was still 7 actually when I got her. I was 7 when I got Lily actually. 7. But I think if you want, you could put a fake birthday, but you're meant to put that you got her, but you can do whatever you want. And that's cute, but you can take it off here, and you can adjust it to make it bigger, but you don't normally need it bigger. But it's starting to fall off, but I've had it for free. Is it a birthday? By the way, I didn't know it was her birthday. I literally did say it was her birthday. But like, she's not long turned 3 technically, so I'm not surprised that her little thing is starting to come off. But that is silly. For £50, I think that's very good. Around £50, I don't know how much. So this has turned into a whole different video than what I expected. With the hat, I think her hair is beautiful. All the hairs are so cute, and they all come in little car seats. I think you can buy twins together, and I'm certain they come in a twin car seat. I'm a little less careful with her, but I'm still quite careful. You guys can come with me. Just ignore the music. Actually, yeah. Don't get copyrighted. What's happened? It's going on so dark. So I'm probably gonna get copyrighted now, aren't I? Yeah, I am. I'm trying to talk really loud right now, but I don't want to talk too loud because then my brother's gonna think like I'm a weirdo because I'm talking so loud. I'm not actually talking that loud right now. Oh, that's what I hit. Oh yeah, it's Reborn. It says Reborn Dolls by Samantha. SAMANTHA. It says name, job, length, and weight. So, and you get that for every doll. Here is my boy here, my little baby boy. He's in the car seat with us. Here he is. Him and his sister look exactly the same. You could switch them and I couldn't tell which was which if they were wearing the same clothes. Where is his sister? Oh, here, just in this blanket because I stole some Mosey's. I just stand on the end of my plug. That really hurt. But my knee just clicked. Ow. I felt. Wow. As you can see, they look exactly the same, but that is because they're meant to be twins. They've got like the tiniest difference, which I don't mind. I got them because they're twins. And I'm gonna make Sophie's bottle. I'm gonna go back onto it. Sorry if you didn't understand anything I said back there on the bed when I was talking about it. Okay, so I'm gonna make Sophie's. Lily can camp over too, actually. Yeah, Lily can camp over. That's fine. And we're gonna go with Lily first. Lily. If we're gonna ask them, I'm not trying to be sassy when I do that. I'm just trying to get it out of my face. I'm gonna get purple grape. Open the bottle up. Purple. Stuck. Oh well. And one more. Yeah, Luke is quite big. Oh. I leave a bit of room because obviously I like to tip it, but obviously because of my babies don't drink and I don't want to get them wet. Definitely don't want to get them wet. I leave a little bit of room, and then we get the lid, screw it on. I hold the top. I give it a shake. I can always add more little colours. So basically all you have to do is get a tissue, paper towel. It doesn't have to be like a white paper towel. Anything like white, other than it'll be like a tissue, toilet roll, anything like that. Colour it in the colour you want. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like that one is not as good, so I'd choose more than one. Sometimes, if they're not as good like that, you'd have to choose a couple. You can always, but the thing is, you can always add more. You can leave the tissue in if you want. But what I do to get the tissue out, because I can't always do it because of how long the bottle is, I pour it into this big cup. And I get and pour some into here. And I know there's probably a more efficient way, but this is me. I'm gonna do it over here because it's gonna spill. Do it over the ball. I don't know why I'm screaming. I'm gonna pour it into the bowl. Nice. Sometimes it's very hard to get all of them out, so sometimes you have a bit in, but it gets quite annoying. Very, very annoying. Me and my friend in her Wendy house, she had a Wendy house in her garden, and we could actually mix the people. Do you remember that? We could mix the people. Anyway. We went into it. We would go into it. We'd get loads of paper. We'd get loads of paper. Loads of different colour pens, some sticky tape and scissors, and literally, we would do. Oh, and we'd also get a toilet roll. We would colour in the toilet roll so carefully. I would also have a pen. We'd colour in the toilet roll so carefully, like just like could only use one. It was so carefully, so careful, and then. What we'd do is we'd cut up 2 little pieces the same size of paper, stick them together and then when you squeeze the 2 sides like that, the little hole at the top, put the colour in, sealed the top up, sealed all the sides up with tape, and we would go cherry with the colour, and then we did that for ages. But then this one time we were in a Wendy house, I had like a little kind of like a chair, chalkboard, 2 windows, curtains, and then like a mini sofa kind of thing. And then okay, here's a fun fact about me that just is very I'm kind of ashamed of. Basically, if I hear in the summer or even the winter, if I hear a buzz, like a zzz, which is obviously the same as a wasp, a bee, or a fly, or something, I freak out. Like, I will probably cry. At my nan's house when we could go there, there's this like, it's a back door, and then by the side there's 2 patches of soil, and there'll be loads of flowers, beautiful flowers there. Me and my cousin would just run through into it's a massive garden, so big we could have fireworks, and she's even got a pond. Anyway. Into the garden, but then I'd always hear a buzz and there's all the bees there, and I know bees don't hurt you unless you try to attack them. Same with wasps actually, but I'm just getting scared anyway. So it'll take me about 20 minutes to, about 20 minutes is the longest, but around 5 to 20 minutes to run past. I could run as fast as I could, and plus they're not going to hurt me, and that's the thing. The bad thing is I love going outside. My favourite thing is to go on adventures, crawl through little gaps in the trees on a field or something. I love doing that sort of stuff. But because of how scared I am, I'd hear a buzz and I'd be like, ah! I'd run through the trees all the way back or into the house. And anyway, that's not even the story I was saying. We're in the Wendy house. You probably guessed the story now. We're in the Wendy house. I just dropped the thing and it went everywhere. Yeah, there was just a small zzz, and we were probably thinking, the door was shut. We were probably thinking, oh, there's probably something outside, and I was like, yeah, I carried on. Zzz, another, and another zzz. And I started freaking out, I was like, Daisy, can we go inside? She was like, Abby, come on. And I was like, okay, yeah, true. I was telling her not to let me do anything unless there was actually a wasp or something, because I wanted to become over my fear. She's like, no. I was like, okay, yeah, you're right. And then we heard a constant zzz, landed on our paper, a wasp. And obviously, not a lot of people she doesn't like wasps, but she's not scared of a buzz.